from Urban Lux Real Estate, and I have a guest with me today, Jeff Willmore. He's the facilitator and creator of the Autonomy series, which I have participated in for a number of years. And Jeff has also been my coach for many years. And why don't you tell us a little about the Autonomy course as it relates to goals? A lot of people are setting goals right now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
goals are good. But in terms of in the distinctions of the Autonomy course, what would the course have to say?
Well, the first thing is examining where are the goals coming from. So where am I standing when I come up with the goals that I come up with? Because where am I standing to come up with these goals? Um, because often when you look there, you find there are goals I'm supposed to have, or there's goals that I have inherited, or there are goals that I should have. And that's why when we look at coming up with goals, often we when we find we're not inspired by them because they're ones we should have, supposed to have, ought to have. And there's all the times in the past when we failed at goals that are there right now when we're looking at them. So that's the first thing, is actually examining where am I standing to come up with these goals. By the way, some of you looking at this love to come up with big goals because you get this moment of excitement, but then the reality of building a plan to realize the goal isn't as exciting. So just the process of coming up with big goals excite you, um, but that's just like I'm getting dopamine in that moment. However, in the work we do, the real game changer with goals isn't the goal. Goals are kind of easy to come up with. What really makes a difference is when you choose, create, and identify the obstacles that are going to be part of the game of realizing these goals. So, I love the example of running a marathon. The goal is to cross the finish line, but the real game is the 6 months from here to there. And okay, what are the obstacles? Well, for me, if I was going to do that, the obstacle is uh, I don't have a regular workout plan, or the obstacle is uh, my own laziness. So the obstacle is so when you start to look at the goals you have for your career, profession, or life, and then what are the obstacles that I'm choosing? So often you run to, well, my obstacle is my own resignation, or the obstacle is I don't think that's possible, or the obstacle is uh, I don't have a team, and on and on and on. And what growth am I going to realize by triumphing over those obstacles? That often ends up being a bigger achievement than do I actually hit the goal or not. That's what makes it a great game. Rock climbing's great. Yeah, you want to get to the top, but it's all these obstacles. That's what makes it a great, people who do it anyway. Um, Challenging, engaging. I've got the struggle. I didn't make it to the top on this wall yet, but I'm I'm getting better and I'm working on this and that or this particular move. If it was all about getting to the top, don't climb up the wall. Just take the hike around the back and you get to the top. If the marathon's about getting to the finish line, just get in an Uber and go there right now. Where's the Phoenix Marathon finish? ASU Stadium. Okay, that's about 6 miles from my house. I can skip the rest of it.
I can drop you off.
That's right. So choosing your obstacles is what's going to make, if you have a yearly goals, it's the obstacles I'm going to triumph over that make going for those goals worthwhile. Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
I usually make a goal and I don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to deal with it. But
Yeah.
in that perspective, the struggle is where the growth is.
that's right.
So the autonomy course is coming up soon.
Uh,
Well,
this month,
this
yeah,
month.
yeah.
So Jeff, if we want to get in this program, I highly recommend it if you're up to some big things. How do we get in?
Well, post on here whatever people can reach me
I'll do that.
or whatever, and it's that's a year long for committed business professionals aligning your career with your life's purpose. Uh, Phenomenal.
I've done it.
Yes.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Great.